It's a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing.
Today, Georgia. It's week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Atlanta Falcons taking on the London Black Knights.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Black Knights and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. 2nd and 14. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He's to the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Williams. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Now it's Gurley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 13 carries, 55 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30-yard line. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st down, Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Complete to C.D. Lamb.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
The pass.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Ryan. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ryan will throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackle.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments. Up the 1st down. Here's Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us. Got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
Fumble on the play.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now Ryan. Under a heavy rush, completion. Down he goes. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, Ryan, and the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man Lamb. It's complete.
The pass.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
27-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now it's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Matt Ryan, sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And taken right on the 30. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
London about set to take over on offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team
And touchdown!
Touchdown.
A big play there. 57 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, partner, time to start thinking about dinner plans after this one. I don't want to write them off first quarter, but my goodness, the offense clicking like this and a 4-score lead.
We are programmed to not get to that stage, right? To not think that way, but you can't help it. They look like sheer perfection right now with those 4 scores this early. Let's see if they can keep it up, and let's see if there's any way possible they can be slowed down.
Yeah, right now, I don't see any signs of them being slowed down. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Ryan's pass thrown to the...
It's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
He spins free. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
On the return. They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
London about set to take over on offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before.
It's caught at the 10. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the 1st quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make them spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Extra point up and through. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So out come the Falcons now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 11 yards there, first down. From the gun, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So that one will be accepted.
Still second down.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. To throw again is Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
They'll take over. First down and
getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And he's going to go down again.
quarterback sack.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if something got to do.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he spins past him and into space.
Holding, receiving team.
Unbelievable.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number 920 almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000?
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. To throw again on second down. Ryan, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
Well, sometimes it doesn't appear like much. The out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, it can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing again, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
4 yards.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Again, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
5. Brings up second and 5.
From the gun, Ryan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Ryan, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Makes the score Black Knights 64. Falcons.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Easy on the coverage.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
19-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to make things a bit more respectable. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to kick.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 77 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. A slant to Jones. The 40. The 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
That's good.
A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Todd Gurley, the ball carrier.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan, the quick slant caught. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They run. It's Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons claw one back.
Cannot block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
The extra point up. Dreadful first half of football.
To kick off for the Falcons.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
C.D. Lamb on the return. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 76 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 2-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34.
Now on 2nd down, this is good. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's good.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Ryan on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You better be afraid of me. 34.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line.
2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Ryan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 3rd and short.
And 3 yards to go.
From the gun, Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Adam Humphries, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And at the half, they are down to the visiting New York Giants. A touchdown pass there for Jameis Winston. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
A loss of 7.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, and he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, London.
A big play there, 89 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result, big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ryan. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jalen Smith. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. It's Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
And that's just another in a long line of passing touchdowns for him today. To say that he's been on fire would definitely be an understatement.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ryan to the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Intended for Keith Smith. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
Throwing again. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
They'll take over 1st down and 10.
London about set to take over on offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
1st down pass.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
And 12 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
Ryan's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
A toss play to the running back.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they try the right side here. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
To the running back. He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll try and throw for it here. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Number 21.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mike 34. I'm coming for you. You are.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes
And that's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Looking for the end zone. And he will take it in for the touchdown. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Williams to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 1st down, Ryan. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Smith in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Fielded at the 43.
C.D. Lamb on the return. They'll take over 1st down and 10.
London about set to take over on offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back. I can put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
On the deep ball, Jamonte Casey on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I see what they were trying to do. They were trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
Complete to
And that one results in 35 yards.
And the London first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
Complete to
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
the Falcons.
For their next drive. And that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run it now with Smith. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
The handoff to the fullback. Taken down.
I'm not sure how much I really love that call. It almost seems like a little bit of a give up there. But maybe what they were thinking is, we've got a chance to pop one. They think we're just going to give up here, hand it to the big man, and maybe he can get through. Sometimes there's a little bit of courage in play calling that maybe we don't give enough credit.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The 44-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown, London.
A big play there. 44 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Falcons ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 2, Ryan. A very quick pass to Ridley. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Ryan, throw left side complete. It's Jones.
That's good.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Ryan will throw again. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets into the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Ryan now to throw on third down.
Ryan's pass.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick is no good.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, he was 3 for 3 to that point, but he couldn't keep the perfect game going.
Did someone mention it on the bench and jinx it?
Maybe jinx him a little bit.
Well, you doubt it had anything to do with overconfidence, but hey, it's an inexact science. These things do happen.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
The kicker on.
A big play there. He flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to pour it on.
Good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own.
Road, that has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jalen Smith, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
From the gun, Ryan caught on the right side by Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And this offense continues to pour it on. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Williams now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not. It's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Matt Ryan sacked.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, Ryan got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The pass.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. He flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they... The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Williams. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Back onto the field comes the offense, and Hayden Hurst. And partner the defense, they were keyed in on him early, but his talent shining through as of late.
I like what you said about keyed in, because it all started in their first meeting of game planning for this game, where they went over things with their team and said, all right, this is the guy we have to take out of the game. Make sure you get enough coverage on him, all the different defenses. Sometimes you run everything you've got in the first half, and they adjust in the second half and start to play better.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
An 11-yard loss on the play.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Ryan's pass.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Why are we doing this?
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his... Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Quarterback on the keeper.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
The pass. Fumble on the play.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He may try and run. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th. From the gun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
At the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scrambling. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
3-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again, Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
Again, Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So out comes the field goal team once more. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but it'll be second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And is that Jones, the one slow to get up? Yes, Julio's still down right now. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
One last shot for Ryan. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for